this is Brian with Vermillion Enterprises in Spring Hill, Florida. We are located at, here's our trifold out here, 5324 Spring Hill Drive in sunny Spring Hill, Florida. Today is February 28th, 2022. Yep, and we are putting together a little YouTube video for you guys this morning on a Monday morning. So, a question we've been asked is, hey, if I have $200, $500, $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, what should I be investing in with gold? And so I mean that's a great question, right? So right now gold is sitting at like $1,905 per ounce, give or take. And so at the low levels, under $500, it's kind of hard to do much. But there's some options, and the sky's the limit with how much you can buy at one time. That's for sure. So when I'm asked this, what are my thoughts on it? Well, for one is we're in America. I love Eagles, so I always push American Gold Eagles, and that's what we stock. We stock 1/10 ounce, quarter ounce, half ounce, and full ounce Gold Eagles. So that's the product line that we recommend at any point in time, and we always have available for you. Sometimes we have other things in stock that customers have sold to us over the counter, OTC, and of course we put those out for sale also. So let's just talk about a few different things here. So if you're looking to spend under $500, I recommend going with 1/10 ounce American Gold Eagles. That is, let's see if I can get this in here without getting too much glare on there. So that's these guys over here. These are 1/10 ounce Gold Eagles. Those should all be 2022 Type 2s. There may be a couple oddball dates in there, not 100% sure. So right now we're selling these at melt plus 15%. That's going to put you at a price point somewhere around $220, give or take, for each coin. So the smaller the piece, the higher the premium, the higher the cost per ounce, if you will. So 10 of those would, in gold value, be $19.05. Off of today's price, but you are going to pay that 15% over premium to get them, unfortunately. And as you go up in size, so here we have quarter ounce Gold Eagles, these guys here, and see if that glare. Those I believe those are all 2022 Type 2s. Not 100% sure on that though. These guys, the price point drops down to melt plus 12%. And then that brings you up to the next step, which is these guys here in this row. These are the half ounce Gold Eagles. You can see we got some back dates in there. And that is going to be your melt plus 12% also. So if you're looking to spend $200 or $300 on gold, I definitely recommend getting like the 1/10 ounce Gold Eagles. There's other products out there too, like you can get foreign gold. Say the Canadians make 1/10 ounce gold maple leafs. Nothing wrong with that product. The only thing that kind of sucks about those for us here in Florida, you do get hit with 6.5% sales tax here in Hernando County when you buy one of them. If you buy any kind of bullion under the price point of $500, that 6.5% sales tax gets applied to the purchase. So that kind of sucks. It kind of takes it out of being a good purchase. You might as well just go with the Gold Eagles at that point. And then if you get in that like $500-$600 price point range, I definitely recommend going with the quarter ounce Gold Eagles. And then if you're looking to spend like $1,000, $1,200, then you get pushed into like you get yourself a half ounce Gold Eagle for sure, or get yourself two quarter ounce Gold Eagles. It's a great way to go. The one thing I will say, like the Canadians and the Australians, they make their half ounce and quarter ounce pieces too. Once you get to those price points, you do get above the sales tax threshold. So you can save a couple points if you do buy foreign fractional gold, at least in the state of Florida. And every state's different. I know some states I think it's 1,500 you got to get over before you're not taxed. I believe some are 1,000. Some have no tax at all. So you can buy whatever you want, buy whatever makes sense for you. And then one thing I will categorically say I'm always opposed to, though, are the small fractional bars, like the 1 gram and the 2.5 gram and the 5 gram bars, because the premiums that you have to pay on those items to get them is so astronomical that you'll never overcome that in the resale side of it. unless gold like goes, super crazy expensive, gets up over $2,500 per ounce per se. And then you'll make money on it, but at the same time, you might as well have bought a cheaper product, because then you will have made more money on it. So the small fractional bars is one thing I always say I'm totally against buying, regardless of where you're at, just because of the premiums. And once you get into like the 10 gram and higher bars, those premiums start to go away. But those super small bars, I'm not a fan of at all. Now, if you're looking to spend, you're buying ounces. So let's talk about ounces. So now you're in the, the 1900 and up price point. We always have 1 ounce gold eagles in stock. These guys are always available. My favorite purchase. Right now we're selling these at spot price plus, I think we're at $95 an ounce. You can also get things like gold buffaloes too. I don't always have these in stock, but we currently have one left here. Then maple leafs, another great purchase. These we're selling. We sell all of our 4 and 1 ounce gold at spot price plus $50 per ounce right now. Not everyone, but a lot of people love the maple leafs because they are 999 gold, or even some of them are even 49s. I believe that's this one. Yeah, like this one here is 49s gold, just like our buffaloes. So a lot of people love those. So now let's talk about bars and rounds for a second. That's what this pile is here. So this is a 1 ounce round, gold round. It's 999 gold. Maybe it's actually 49 gold. And of course we got the 1 ounce gold bars. And here's even a 250 gram gold bar, which is basically 8 ounces of gold. All right, so the advantage of buying bars and rounds over coins at the 1 ounce and higher level is you can get it for a much cheaper premium, right? So we'll sell you 1 ounce gold rounds and bars at plus $30 an ounce. So, which is great compared to buying the foreign gold at plus 50 or the U.S. gold, let's say at plus 95. Now, here's a disadvantage of the bars. When you go to sell them, depending on your state's reporting laws, you may have to fill out paperwork, submit your driver's license. In the state of Florida, you do that. You have to provide a thumbprint, give the name of your employer, sign a paper saying that these are rightfully yours and you're legally able to sell them. And a lot of people don't care. That's fine. It's just part of the process. Some people, they just don't want the government, knowing what any level of their business is, right? So even though the paperwork that you sign and thumbprint and everything just goes to the local sheriff's department, a lot of people believe, it's just none of their business. And so they stay away from the bars and the rounds for that reason, because in the state of Florida, they are considered secondhand goods and must be reported by law. Other states have similar laws. Other states don't have any kind of reporting laws, so it doesn't really matter. And therefore, bars and rounds, for example, let's say in Illinois, are more advantageous than they are here in Florida, because Illinois has more lax reporting laws than the state of Florida, which is kind of mind-boggling. But definitely the bars and rounds are great for low premium. Depending on your location, though, you may not like the return on them, because when we buy a bar here in the state of Florida, we actually have to hold it for 30 days before we can resell it. So, what can happen to the price of gold in 30 days? Well, it can move quite a bit. I mean, last week we saw it move, like $50 in one day. So a lot of buyers, a lot of dealers aren't very aggressive in the state of Florida, at least, when it comes to buying rounds and bars. We still buy them at like that 97, 98% mark. But, at the end of the day, we're not really, if we don't buy them, that's okay too. Whereas you bring in gold eagles, Krugerrands, maple leafs, buffaloes, we're going to be super aggressive in buying them, because we don't have to fill out paperwork that goes to the sheriff's department. We don't have to hold them for 30 days. We can literally sell them immediately. And so they stay live with the current market price, not a 30-day down the road market price. So what do I recommend? Largely depends on where you're at in the country. If you're in Florida, always go with coins. Stay away from the bars and rounds. And always, regardless of where you're at in the country, stay away from the small bars. In my advice, in my opinion only, is stay away from the 1 gram, 2.5 gram, 5 gram, because they just have such a high premium that's attached to them that when you go to resell them, you're not going to really recover those premiums. Now, one thing most people don't really think about is the sell side of the transaction, right? It's easy to come into a coin shop or go on like AppMax's website and say, here's my credit card or here's my cash and set me up with gold. That's the easy part. You can buy at will. There's very little reporting laws when it comes to that unless you're dealing with large amounts of cash. The tricky part is always the sell. So, and depending on where you're at in the country, it's trickier than other places. In Florida, it's, you really got to think about it. So, and you realize that mostly you're going to, when it gets time to sell your stack or your investment, you're most likely going to be dealing with a dealer. You're probably not going to want to post your stuff up on Facebook or Craigslist Marketplace and try to sell it. Meet some guy at the 7-Eleven parking lot and try to sell your 250 gram bar of gold. I'm guessing that's probably not what most people are going to want to do. And so you have to understand the laws and how your local coin shops operate, and when deciding how to build your stack. And that's probably really the best piece of advice I can give people out there, especially the newbies, when they're stacking precious metals. And silver is the same way. Silver has its own things too. So just keep that in mind. I always push, try to have a great open relationship with your local coin shop, your LCS. Try to build a great relationship there. If that's not a possibility due to geographic location, or you just can't do business with the local coin shop there in your area, you're always welcome to reach out to us. We'll do whatever we can for you. Keep on stacking. Things are very interesting in the world right now. The Ukraine situation is at a tipping point, I believe. And it's a great time to be investing your money in precious metals. And if there's anything we can help you with, you're always welcome to reach out to us. We are Vermillion Enterprises, 5324 Spring Hill Drive. We're open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., not 9 a.m., not 9:30, not 8:45, but 10 a.m. And if there's anything we can do for you, you're always welcome to reach out to us. We ship all throughout the country. We accept payment via Zelle, wire, transfer, or cash. We don't accept credit cards, no paper checks of any kind or money orders. We do not, and it doesn't look like we will ever take cryptocurrency. So if we can help you out, please reach out to us. And what else I want to say? Hey, most importantly, hit that like and subscribe button at the corner of your screen, and check out our 1,000 subscriber giveaway. We're giving away an MS70 Panda, Silver Panda. And guys, if there's anything, if you got any ideas for us on videos you'd like us to see, go ahead and drop a line in the comment section, and we'll get to them. That's where this video came from. So we're compiling a list of ideas, and we're gonna do them and check them off as we go. Brian Vermillion out. Thank you.